Both players picking Cybran. Already we see Adjux's intentions of massive land spam. Nexus going second land, hasn't decided what his third is going to be. It's the third land as well, fourth air for Adjux. Virtually similar build order, but as we said before, 3 major expansions. Middle gives you a fairly decent amount of control, reclaim in the civilian areas. Reclaim in mid as well, reclaim. And you also have these large rocks sitting about, which are not trivial. But already we see aggression coming out of Adjux, Lab, Mole. Meanwhile, I think Nexus is just going to, looks like he's going to be extremely greedy about it, and there's only engineers. So this lab either has to or will do sterling work. Not much more to say about it really. I'm going to keep this like that. Just staying in the base, just going to build all the thing here. This is going reclaiming? I'm not sure that's the... Is this really what Adjux wants to do? Okay, that's interesting. Adjux is going to just keep reclaiming with his engineers. These are actually worth a fair amount of mass, it looks like, and I was not aware of that. Meanwhile, Nexus is doing no such real thing. He is going to go ahead and just start expanding all the engineers. Engineer at home helping the ACU build, but no actual reclaim. Meanwhile, first blood goes out to Adjux, who has snagged his first engineer. But oh my god, I never realised this tree's worth so much. I mean, look at the amount of reclaim. That is stupid. Just 2 engineers sitting here, they're able to completely sustain everything here. I don't think he's even gone ahead and taken any of the major rocks. And this is one you tell people, it's actually a bit of an aspect of the map. If you don't know this, well, you're not going to do it, just like Nexus isn't doing it. So Adjux is 300 mass ahead. Nexus still has an entire trees he could be reclaiming, but you can see he's reclaiming his rocks. While Lab finally got terminated. I don't know what the final kill count was. I think it might have just been a single engineer. Defensive radar net out for... well, not really out. This is just sitting out doing anything. This again, not defending North Plant. This again, not really doing anything at all. Just sneak around. Middle is gone. So see a small raid from Nexus, but no radar with it. Meanwhile, Adjux is continually trying to spread out with his Mantis. This is going to be completely stripped clean, but probably power problems with Adjux. Now for 4 engineers on the spamming power, he'll be fine. Meanwhile, in the north, 2 Mantis versus 1. Going to be a victory for Nexus, who will happily pick that up and can keep going if he decides to. Still no radar, but 3 engineers on power spam for him. Still no reclaim of these tree groups. Adjux 700 ahead. That's pretty much all these trees here to be the important ones. This engineer going to explode. Actually of minor consequence. Engineer right behind it. Factory completed. ACU going down south as well. Probably the better option to do, considering how the 2 expansions to take. The other option was to go straight to mid, which is what Adjux is doing. This Mantis should not be alive. Has picked off 2 engineers, stopped the destruction of that factory. Adjux will see it, but there's nothing on the way to complete it. He can complete it with his Mantis if he chooses to do so, and he's going to do so. So using Cybran advantages already means that that's actually going to be completed at some point in time, and thus doesn't have to wait for an engineer to get there. No aggressive air units from either player, but you can still see aggression coming out all over these engineers just completely unescorted. I mean, they'll live, but wow. Nexus sneaking past might kill this NG. Mantis sitting in the bottom expansion. Factory completed by said Mantis, and now engineers rolling out. Adjux is taking over the middle. He has the reclaim. No teching from either player yet. 8th land factory. Oh, actually, that's in the core. What we say production is going to be 7. Adjux already on 8th, 9th coming up. And ACU is going to completely secure the mid for this Nexus taken. He has now more juicy Rex here to take, if he wishes to do so. Ahead in eco. Start building power. Probably a mistake. No tech of tech 2 yet. And still no max upgrades. Radar net though is pretty solid for Adjux, although he could probably have built one closer here to the ACUs here to seal it off over here instead. Nexus radar net also fairly good, but well, his units he chose to attack instead of defend, and no PD in this location means that this is under threat, but he's going to quickly respond. Adjux sees this, diverts the necessary amounts of units to counter it, and this expansion is going to be relatively easy to hold on to. Meanwhile, Nexus going in. Adjux sees it, runs the other way. Random units getting killed, but you can see now Adjux has been quick enough to take all of his expansions, now taking. Nexus still yet to secure his southern one, and is now falling rapidly behind Moscow because he hasn't got his expansion and he hasn't got mid. Means he'll be behind in mass and in teching because he can't afford to do all of it. From here on it'll quickly spiral out of control. What, near 20, 30 mass ahead? It's just a ridiculous advantage. And now double. Because these raids are going to keep accumulating, no PD to defend them. This is when you may want to just shove a single PD here, because if they really want to work all the way around,
Commander under attack.
Then you have enough time to deal with it. But this ACU is in a terrible position, completely caught by itself. But the point was, well, it didn't have the expansions, didn't have the mid,
Commander
and
under
well,
attack.
Adjux shoved it into units, and it's basically telling Nexus to sod off, go back home. We have no place here for amateurs.
Commander under attack.